Child is a therapeutic day school, and a therapeutic day school can do many things. But in particular, if people were to come in our school, they would see a lot of different types of behavior.
We provide clinical services, therapeutic support to children who attend school here. That would be occupational therapy, speech and language therapy, and mental health counseling.
If it wasn't for Child, I certainly wouldn't be where I am today. My learning process is not the same as other people's. And so the techniques that were being applied by the teachers at my school were not working on me as the same as they were working on the other children. My performance at school was causing my parents a lot of frustration and a lot of sadness. So I assumed that I was responsible for it, and it made me feel even worse. So I felt like I was putting a lot of tension on my parents and just on the entire family in general. Her instructional process was very nurturing and understanding. Compassionate is how I would really describe it. They understood me and helped me to understand that I was perfectly capable.
The families that come here, the parents who come here, they are oftentimes struggling. They're trying to understand why something isn't working for their child. They're trying to understand why the things they're doing don't help their child when they seem to help everyone else. Give them, hold them with the hope that this will get better, because it always does.
And by the time that the kids get to us, there is a lot of repair that needs to be happened. And that repair can occur by meeting a student where they're at. And so when I think of a student like Nick Marshall, who came into my classroom, he came in quite aggressive.
Nick, he presented very typically, but he presented like a jerk. He came across like a bad kid.
I would lash out at teachers and other students, and I would have to be separated from them because of how negatively I affected the other students.
The downward looks you got when you go to school, your kid's a brat, and you should control him, and then when you get expelled in kindergarten, there's nowhere to go down from there.
I thought it would be the exact same, where the students wouldn't like me, the teachers wouldn't like me, and the feeling would be pretty much mutual.
So Aiden, when you first got to Child, I used to notice that you were a little different than you are now. What was going on when you first got to Child?
I'm very energetic and I'm very mad.
Yeah, you were energetic and mad. What did you used to do other than that? What did you used to do? Did you hit other people?
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah. Did you kick people?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Thanks for not doing it hard. Did you throw things at people?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Every kid is different, and that's the special thing I think about Child, is that you really have to meet kids where they are. You can't have an expectation for a child, expect a kid to meet a mold. It just doesn't work that way. You have to meet each individual kid, each individual case exactly as it is.
When I started at Child, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I guess you could say I was blind. But ever since I started at Child, I learned what I could do.
What kind of things do we practice, Aiden?
Better.
Yeah, we practice doing better.
Being a better kid.
And making better decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you've done that, and Aiden has done that. I mean, when Aiden first arrived, if you don't mind me saying so, you were energetic and you were angry, and you had a hard time controlling that. So what we do with Aiden is give him different ways that help him cope with the problems that he's having. We teach him to have to take a break. We teach him to just leave the area. We teach him different coping mechanisms, different coping strategies to deal with that anger. And that's what he's been able to do very successfully.
It's just a different way to be. And then you can begin to have some hope things will change for the better.
One of the things that they did was cooking, and you can learn fractions and cooking, and they just do things out of the box. And in cooking, Nick really took to that, liked it.
And now he's getting offers from colleges, and he's really embracing a more difficult course in school than his culinary because that's of his interest group.
I think I want to go to the CIA, which is the Culinary Institute of America, or I want to go to Johnson & Wales University.
And what I typically see with our kids is that they are ready, and they let me know. They'll even come into my office and say, "I'm ready to go." And so when our kids tell me they're ready, you do kind of see them have to kind of slowly detach from the school. And for a lot of them, it can be quite an emotional time. And so I think it's very similar to in the beginning. We meet them where they're at. We're there for them like we were in the beginning, and we help them end the things that they need to end so that they can move on to the next part of their journey.
This is real personal to me because I work with these kids. Also, I'm a new parent. I have a brand new baby boy, and I know I have dreams for him. But what happens sometimes, like with a kid like Aiden, he has some different challenges that he has to face. And so he comes into a school like ours without a lot of belief in himself. He's had struggles, he's had a lot of failure, and he's learned that that's the way it is for him at school. And so he comes in without that belief. And so we teach him how to cope with those things. We teach him how to make some changes. We teach him how to deal with those issues. And so now he's a believer. Now he can achieve anything, just like a lot of our kids here at Child. Now some of that is relative, but they can definitely achieve.